Hello friends, welcome to Careeropedia, an encyclopedia of careers. So today we are going to talk about chemical and petroleum engineering. So chemical engineers design, develop the process that transform the physical and chemical state of a substance which can be useful for commercial applicability. It ranges from improving the food processing to fertilizers to even the clothes we wear. Modern day chemical engineers also work in pioneering concepts like nanotechnology. A specialized in chemical engineering, petroleum engineering deals with optimizing extraction of oil and gas from the surface of earth. Petroleum engineers implement methods that maximize the extraction of hydrocarbons efficiency with least environment repercussions. So now we are going to learn about what are the career scope in chemical and petroleum engineering. So first is drilling engineers. Drilling engineers determine the best way to drill an oil or gas, taking into account a number of pointers including cost. They also ensure the drilling process is safe, efficient and mining disruptive to the environment. So the next is production engineer. Production engineers takes over after a well is drilled. They typically monitor the well's oil and gas production. If the well is not producing as much as it was expected to, production engineers figures out ways to increase the amount being extracted, so the efficiency and the optimization of the extraction. Then completion engineers. So completion engineers decide the optimum way to finish building a well so that the oil and gas will flow up from underground. They oversee well completion work which might involve the use of tubing, hydraulic fractures and pressure control techniques. Then reservoir engineers. Reservoir engineers estimate how much oil or gas can be recovered from underground deposit known as reservoirs. They study a reservoir's characteristic and determine which method will get the most oil and gas out of the reservoir. They also monitor operation to ensure that the optimal level of these resources are being recovered. Manufacturing goods. Chemical engineers help in manufacturing consumer goods like plastic, clothing, paper, toothpaste, etc. They develop new products and aim to improve the existing quality, and they even find work in pharmaceutical manufacturing division also. So now we are going to learn about some of the important points. So most of the college have eligibility criteria of minimum 50% aggregate marks in 12th, and some of the minimum is 60% also. Must have passed class 12th senior secondary examination, which at least 50% mark including English. Some exams require JEE score as minimum eligibility criteria. Some colleges and university also have an age limit. So now we are going to learn about some of the leading institutions which provide chemical or petroleum engineering as a stream. So this is IIT to multiple location. This is called IIT Kharagpur, IIT Chennai, IIT Delhi. Multiple location you have IITs. Then you have NITs, like you have a Birla Institute of Technology, BITS Pilani, BITS Mesra, this bitspilani.ac.in. Then you have a National Institute of Technology Calicut, that is called nit.ac.in. Then you have a National Institute of Technology Silchar. Then you have National Institute of Technology Surathkal, that is called nitk.ac.in. National Institute of Technology Bhopal, that is manit.ac.in. Then you have a Vellore Institute of Technology, that is called vit.ac.in. Then you can also opt for Indian School of Mines Dhanbad, which is now IIT Dhanbad. You can opt for that institution also. Then you can have a Sri Ramaswamy Memorial University, which call it SRM. They have a multiple location. You can log on to the website srmuniversity.ac.in. Then you can have a Pandit Deen Dayal Petroleum University Gandhinagar, pdpu.ac.in. Then you can have a Saint Andrew Institute of Technology and Management, that is in Gurgaon, that is SAITM Gurgaon.com. Then you can have an International Institute of Information Technology Hyderabad, IIT.ac.in. You can also opt for PSG Tech College Coimbatore, which the website is psgtech.edu. You can also opt for Maharashtra Institute of Technology Pune, that is called mitpune.com, the website is. Then you can have Anna University Chennai, which is annau.edu. You can also opt for Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Petroleum and Technology, that is in Uttar Pradesh, rgipt.ac.in. Then you can also opt for Madras Institute of Technology, which is mitindia.edu. You can also opt for Motilal Nehru Institute of Technology, that is in Uttar Pradesh, mnit.ac.in. You can also opt for PEC University of Technology Punjab, pec.ac.in is their website address. You can also see to the University of Petroleum Energy Studies Uttarakhand, that is upes.ac.in. And now we are going to learn about what are the top institutions in world which provide the stream chemical and petroleum engineering as an option. So some of the institutions are University of Manchester, which is in UK, manchester.ac.uk, then University of New South Wales, which is in Australia, unsw.edu.au. You can also opt for University of California, Berkeley, which is berkeley.edu. Then you can see to website of the University College of London, which is ucl.ac.in. You can also see the website of Imperial College London, which is in UK, imperial.ac.uk. The institutions which are in US are Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is in USA, and the website is web.mit.edu. You can also see the website of Delft University in University of Technology in Netherlands. The website is tu.delft.nl or en. You can also opt for Harvard University, which is in USA, harvard.edu. Then you can also see to the website of National University of Singapore, which is nus.edu.sg. Then there's a California Institute of Technology, which is in United States, that is caltech.edu. University of Michigan, United States, that is called umic.edu. Then you can also opt for University of Toronto, which is in Canada. You can also see the website to the Purdue University, United States, which is purdue.edu. Now we are going to understand some of the top entrance exam which are happening in India for undergraduation and post-graduation, which you need to give to get into chemical and petroleum engineering as a stream in engineering. So first is joint entrance examination, that is called JEE Mains, which happens in month of April. And they're going to ask you questions related to mathematics, physics, chemistry, and the website is jemain.nic.in. Then you can have a joint entrance examination, JEE Advanced. So JEE Advanced happens in month of May and June, and they're going to ask you questions related to mathematics, physics, chemistry, and the website is jee@adv.ac.in. And JEE Advanced especially is to getting into the top IITs. Then you can have a National Engineering Aptitude Test, that is NEAT, which happens in month of June. They are going to ask you questions related to math, bio, physics, chemistry, srd.org. Then you can also opt for Birla Institute of Technology and Science Admission, BITSET. They are going to take place in month of May, and they are going to ask you questions related to mathematics, biology, physics, chemistry, logical reasoning, English, and the website is bitsadmission.com. And the other test you can opt for is Education Promotion Society of India National Aptitude Admission Test, ENAT, which happens in month of April and May, and they're going to ask you mathematics, physics, chemistry, English related question. Other options are Vellore Institute of Technology Engineering Entrance Exam, VIT-EEE, which happens in month of April, and they are going to ask you questions related to maths, bio, physics, chemistry, English, and their website is vit.ac.in, which you can log in and you can understand more about this examination. You can also opt for University of Delhi Combined Entrance Examination, DUCET. So like DUCET, every state have their own CET also, like Maharashtra CET, Delhi State CET, Rajasthan, this XYZ. So they have a lot of different CETs happening across India, all the states. You can opt for that. And so Delhi University Combined Entrance Examination month of June, they are going to ask you questions related to mathematics, physics and chemistry. So other than this, Consortium of Medical Engineering and Dental College of Karnataka, they also take this stream, and then exam happens in month of May, and they're going to ask you questions related to mathematics, physics, chemistry, and the website is comedk.org. Then other than this is the admission test for ICFAI Science and Technology, which happens in the month of May, and they're going to ask you questions related to mathematics, physics, chemistry and English. So website is icfaiuniversity.in. Other than that, you also can opt for Indian Institute of Space and Technology Admission Test, ISAT, which happens in month of June, and they're going to ask you questions related to mathematics, physics, chemistry, and the website is iist.ac.in. So other than that is the other test, which is combined written admission test, CWAT, which happens in month of May and June, and they're going to ask you questions related to up to 12th standard or 10th standard. They're going to ask you questions related to botany, zoology, physics, chemistry, and the website is acds.co.in. Other than that, you can also go for examination like SRM University Engineering Entrance Exam. So that website, we call it SRMU EE, and it happens in month of April, and then the set of questions they ask related to mathematics, physics, chemistry and biology. So the website is srmunu.ac.in. Then Manipal University online entrance exam you can also opt for, and that happens in month of March and April, and they are going to ask you questions related to mathematics, physics, chemistry and biology, and the website you can log on to is manipal.edu. Other than that, there's a university named Indraprasth University Common Entrance Test IPU-CET, which happens in the month of May, and they are going to ask you questions related to mathematics, physics, chemistry, and the website is ipu.ac.in. So this is something which is the entrance exam for your undergrad. Like after 12th or after HSC you give examination. Now after doing an undergrad you go for a post graduation. The exam for the post graduation is generally for engineering stream is GATE. GATE is an entrance exam for getting into the post graduation in all the branches of engineering, and which happens in the month of Jan and Feb. And if you complete that GATE examination and you qualify it, you can get into IITs, NITs and other deemed universities across India. The work description of chemical and petroleum engineers. So evaluate chemical equipment and process to identify ways to optimize performance or to ensure compliance with safety and environment regulation. The second point is conduct research to develop new and improve chemical manufacturing process. The third point, determine most effective arrangement of operations such as mixing, crushing, heat transfer, distillation and drying. So the fourth point is perform test and monitor process in various stages of the production. The fifth point is develop process to separate components from liquid and or gases or generate electrical current using controlled chemical process. Perform laboratory studies, various steps in manufacturing of new product, and test proposed process in small scale operations such as pilot plant. Then work closely with chemists and control engineers to ensure that the setup is properly maximize output and level of production is running properly in whole facility. Now we are going to talk about some of the advantage and the disadvantage of taking chemical and petroleum engineering. So what are the advantages? So career is highly rewarding in terms of monetary benefits. Second is chemical engineers can work in a variety of setting manufacturing like a pharmaceutical research, product testing, etc. Petroleum engineers are in a big demand and are expected to stay in the future because petrochemicals or hydrocarbons are always in the demand in our day-to-day life. So what are the disadvantages? So most of the time may be spent in lab or chemical for the chemical engineers. Petroleum engineers may find office hours unstructured. Work may find in the remote location also. You may go get into sea or some desert area or some hilly area or some icy area, depends. Work condition may be hazardous sometime in both the branches, chemical and petroleum. So now we are going to understand what is the role of AI in chemical and petroleum engineering. So AI in process optimization. AI analyze complex chemical process to improve efficiency, yield and energy consumption. That's point number 2. AI in predictive maintenance. AI predict equipment failure, refining plants and products, reducing downtime and maintenance cost. AI in reservoir management. AI help in enhancing oil and gas extraction accuracy and recovery. AI in chemical reaction modeling. AI predicts reaction outcome, catalyst performance and process parameter for a better design. AI in safety and risk management. AI detect potential and hazardous and monitor pressure and leaks to prevent accident. AI in quality control. AI in ensuring product consistency by analyzing real-time data from sensors and laboratory instruments. AI in sustainability supports development of eco-friendly material and optimize carbon capture and waste reduction. So today what we learned about is we have learned about the stream of one of the stream of engineering, which is chemical and petroleum engineering, and we have got to know a lot about we have done the introduction of what exactly we have gone through with that. Then we have done the scope of what all the scope we have understood all the pointers, what are the scope in chemical and petroleum engineering, and then we have understood what is the name of the institution which are providing, top institution which are providing. There are so many institutions, but we are taking all the top institutions. Then we have understood and see the entrance exam which are there through which you can get into this particular stream, which is getting the good colleges. Then we have understood about what are the work scope, what are the advantage and disadvantage, and finally we have decided and we have understood that what is the role of AI in chemical and petroleum engineering in different parameters or different domains. So like this, in my next session I'm going to come up with a new video where we are going to understand more about different streams of career and different stream of engineering, commerce and all that thing. So thank you so much for your time. Stay tuned with me.